We are going live. And I'm hoping that that audio is going to work the way it should. So, how's everybody doing, man? 350 subscribers? What in the world is going on? That is just awesome. Yeah, that's super, super cool. Um, so we got a lot of stuff to go through. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible, but also still enjoyable if we can. In here, let's see, the first thing, and he's in the chat. Welcome Ninja Bill, reviews and Transaaron38 and Firebite27. And Transaaron38 sent me a package. And if you guys haven't read my About page, which is funny because I don't think anybody reads About pages anymore, but I love Micro Machines. And in this case on here, there's new Micro Machines that have come out, and these are actually for the little play sets that come out. Now, I don't want the play sets because I have a lot of the original ones, so there's not any reason for me to collect them. But I also did get the Super Van City because that thing just looked awesome. But there's a fire truck playset that comes with that. There's a little construction playset, which that construction one I might actually grab. So I don't know. But the rest of these are from other playsets. I think there's a, Transaaron38. Let me know which ones. I think there's a car wash one. There's a parking garage and something else. And hey, welcome in Larkin's Lair and Thomas Wynn. Thank you for coming in, guys. And see, Larkin's collecting those Micro Machines too. I literally have thousands of both the military Micro Machines. I think at last count it was something crazy like 4,000 or something nuts. But I've traded some away, but there's still tons of them, and I have a lot of the bases and everything like that. There's also a lot of the city ones I have, but I'm very particular on my city ones. So this is almost kind of outside that realm of getting ones that aren't quite licensed vehicles, because that's how they were for the Micro Machines back in the day. They were licensed. These aren't at all. These are all totally made up to avoid all of those licensing fees. They look similar to other cars, but they're not. It's kind of strange though that even on like the fire trucks and stuff, they even went off license for that too. But all right, Jay Lee, welcome in. All right, so got those from Transaaron38. Link to his channels in the description below. But he also sent me some other things, and two of them happen to be some Dungaroos, man. I am all about Dungaroos. So I already ate one. So it was delicious. Package and all. I ate the other one, package and all, right? But I don't think I ever had these as a kid. Because I remember them being the sticks, like the little like cookie sticks. And I'm not sure if I'm getting that confused with something else. So, but these were delicious. It almost has like a birthday cake kind of icing in it. So, uh, highly recommend these. They're made by Betty Crocker, but I have not seen these at all in stores in my area. So Transaaron went to like multiple stores all over the place and like got pallets and pallets of them, right? So, but these are super delicious, and I really appreciate Transaaron. Like I guess I've never experienced these as a kid unless they were the cookie sticks. So I don't know what those were. Like how you have like Fun Dip, and it has like that little sweet kind of sugary thing in there. That's kind of what these were, but they were a breaded sweet uh, cookie. I don't know. It's hard to explain without having a picture, but anyway, these were awesome. And welcome in T Fan Page 101. Jason Star Prime's in here as well. That's awesome. What was let me see. The other thing you got me kind of food wise was these sour because of the kangaroo, right? Sour pouch kids berry crush. Now I am all about crush, but especially if these are like kind of look like a blue raspberry on there. So we're gonna try some of that here and see how this goes. I'm not the biggest fan of sour things, but we'll see. I already got this all nice and chilled up and everything. So, cheers. Whoa! Holy crap! Whew, man, that is sour. Oh man, that is good though. Oh yeah. Holy crap. Um wow, this is really this was actually really good. I don't normally eat drink or eat a lot of sour stuff. Um unless it's like lemon lime stuff, but man, that packs a wallop. Now I understand what Input was going through when he did his unboxing of it. So, man, that was good. Let's see what's going on here with the chat. Yeah, Jay Lee said he hadn't had Dungaroos in a long time. T-Fan Page says he misses them. Yeah, these are recent ones, T-Fan Page. So these aren't like from the 90s. So I'm not eating like, it's like, yeah, they were birthday cake, but they had a little bit of a green mint to them. It tasted kind of moldy. No. These are freshly made. So let's see here. How do we know you were actually consuming it? It didn't happen on screen, right? Well, I don't pour stuff all over my toys, Ninja Bill. So this is definitely. I'll take another swig of it. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah. See, there you go. Oh, holy crap, that's sour. Why did you make me do that, Ninja Bill? Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Oh. Yes, this is why I don't do taste tests on my channel, because it's like ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Whew. All right. Whew. Oh man, it's all over my tongue. Anyway, that's what she said. No, wait, hold on. Let's see here. What's else going on? Man, that sour just takes it out of me. Watching let's see, a raptor chug liquids could have been amusing. Probably. There is actually a like a virtual reality thing that VTubers use. And one of them is a raptor. In fact, Larkin, I think, has introduced me to it. I just haven't set it all up and everything, so it would be interesting. Oh, whew, man, that's bad. Jay Lee says, debating Hot Link, though Wish grabbed the Megatron just to reunite a Target Master with his buddy. So Hot Link is an amazing, beautiful looking figure, and that Megatron, the Netflix one, is awesome too. Do grab both because you won't regret either. In fact, that Megatron, as crazy chrome, metallic-y as he looks, he'll probably overwrite any other Megatron in your collection, aside from the Super Megatron. So, which just for comparison, because I have him close by because he's awesome. That Super Megatron, man, I can't. This figure is just. I just love the Super Megatron. I even went so far as to buy the what was it, the Combiner Wars gun for that came with the Combiner Wars Megatron, which that one just looks awfully proportioned. But I just wanted Super Megatron to have a little gun like that rather than 3D print something. But it's just like he's got an official Combiner Wars Megatron gun. So plus he also has the one from the Centurion drone packs. Anyway, what was I doing? Okay, so something else I got from Transaaron, which I did not expect. I know we talked about it, but I didn't know he was going to send that. So speaking of Megatron, he got me or gave me this Calvin Johnson Megatron, which I think Calvin Johnson is a football player, I think, and I'm not for sure. But yeah, a little Nike swoosh, not hashtag not sponsored. You can see my little ring light that's right there. But this is the Calvin Johnson Show No Mercy Megatron, and it's based on the Generation 2 Dreadwing, which is based on the ATB Generation 2 Megatron that was black and yellow here, and then based on the Last Night Megatron. so this remold has been used many times, and he's really like kind of cool. If you get him snapped in right, he'll stay together pretty good. So But this one, curiously enough, doesn't have the loose legs like some of the Dreadwings do, which is kind of unfortunate they have the loose legs. But I really like that look. I wonder if you can. Let's see if I can kind of. Ooh, there we go. Look at that. Look at that face. The face only Megatron could love. I will destroy all your football and basketball games. Show no mercy, Decepticons. So, I don't know why I did that, but it was going forward. Let's see. But yeah, this is really cool. It actually comes with a little football, which is hilarious. So I don't know. Yeah, so he's got to be a football player, right? Because it comes with a football. Duh. I guess I could have looked at that before, right? But I like these little grid line patterns on this. This actually reminds me of the reformatting of Unicron, like when they were reformatting the Decepticons and stuff. So it's kind of neat. Kind of like that. So thanks so much, Transaaron. I appreciate it. I'm still looking out for those Netflix Wave 2 for you, man. So I know Kato and Larkin have found theirs. Larkin's had his for what, like 6 months? No, only a couple weeks. But yeah, these this is really cool. I do like this particular Megatron. And that's from Transaaron38. Again, link to his description, or in the description, there's a link to his channel there. Now, the other thing I got actually came from Kato's collection, which is not in here right now, and that's fine. He's probably busy working right now. But this case on here, he's kind of getting out of the Decepticon Justice Division. And, you know, I told him, I said, hey, man, if you're looking to sell those Iron Factory ones, I would really love to have those. I missed the boat on them. I'm kind of not really good at like, okay, I'll get this one, I'll pre-order it, and I hope that the other ones get made. I kind of don't like to do that kind of thing. I kind of want to see them all together, reviewed or whatever, and then decide whether I want to get them or not. Unfortunately, a lot of them went for like crazy prices, or you know, the retail was kind of nuts, or they're sold out, or you could get this one or that one, but you can't get them all. So Kato kind of got out of the DJD, and so I said, hey man, you know, I'll look for them, but I want you to make sure if you sell them to me, you know, don't make it like one of those where you regret it later kind of situations. And he was like, no, man. It's like, it's cool. And so he sent me a price. I sent it to him, and now I have this is Tarn. So he's known as Dubby or Dubhe, the spirits of the DEC, which is, you know, just the Decepticon Justice Division. And this is a really, really cool figure. I thought about getting the MMC Tarn, but I don't know if I'll get that one still because I have this guy. But I did kind of like their combined form, so that was really cool. So these are actually the ones that Kato reviewed on his channel. And, you know, I got the Alcad. Now, I don't know their normal names other than Tarn and Nickel and Pet. But if anybody knows what the, you know, like Alkaid, what would you call him? What would he be in the DJD? But let me catch up with chat here a little bit. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. And Najabil says he's yet to review his hot link. Yeah, totally got to review that hot link, Najabil. T Fan Page 101 says Springer is cool. The Siege Springer. Wonder how I got it. Yeah, see, wonder how you got that, and a Siege Ratchet. So they can fix and beat up Decepticons as often as they want. But and just for those in the know, I sent those two as gifts to T Fan Page 101. So yes, Jason Starfire Super Megatron is awesome. Let's see here. Ninja Bill says he sprung into T Fan Page's one of his collection. Let's see here. This one, Firebite says, honestly think the Siege Seeker mode is superior to Earthrise. Absolutely. Ninja Bill says he wish he could stick around longer, but he's with family. Apparently it's rude to duck out in the middle of conversations. Who knew? Jay Lee regularly remembers Super Megatron is mind blown. A color panel of Prime and Megatron, both with con symbols. Still trying to find that image again. Yeah, they're from Battle Stars, is a Super Megatron is from, the Return of Convoy. So that's where Star Convoy came from and everything. See, Jaylee, we still need a small skull to fit on the finger. That cover I want as a poster. Let's see, and then Transaaron38 is like, hope you enjoy. Sends me some clinking beer mugs and who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. And T-Fan page, still looking for any Netflix. Haven't found the Earthrise Rave 2 stuff. So we're going to get to that T-Fan page 101. I'll tell you exactly what happened to all those Earthrise Wave 2 things. And then it says, I'm still looking for, Thomas Wynn says, I'm still looking for Earthrise Bumblebee and Soundwave and other characters. Yeah, they're kind of spreading around. They're not all kind of in every store and stuff like that. So Firebite says, does anyone other than me find the DJD incredibly stupid? Well, so their concept is that, you know, they're kind of like the SS, like if Megatron, well, not if Megatron is Hitler, so the DJD are kind of like his SS, you know, his Secret Service, kind of, you know, making sure that all the Decepticons stay in line and they don't defect, and they kind of keep everybody underneath Megatron's thumb. As a concept, it's interesting. I agree with you that as characters, it's kind of weird, because why would Megatron need a force? Megatron is more than powerful to handle it. But in the IDW world, he needed to have characters like these. I like that they were able to bring new characters and use them for a specific purpose within the IDW comics. That's what I get enjoy from them. Plus, you know, in terms of having them in the cartoon, probably would not have ever been a good idea. And I'm a big World War II buff, so that's kind of why I kind of know a lot of these things, how that works, because this is how you would retain power as a dictator like Megatron, and you would, you know, peace through tyranny is Megatron's you know, his motto, right? So everything has to be under his control, and that everyone falls in line with it. If they don't fall in line, then they disappear, or they get smelted, or they turn into a weapon, you know, a Combiner Wars Megatron weapon for Super Megatron. So that's kind of how that kind of stuff goes, and so that's why I'm kind of attracted to the DJD, if not just as Decepticon fodder, but because they're cool little figures. So, like, I got on here, what is this? I want to say Fecta, yeah, Fecta and Mizar. Yeah, Fecta and Mizar. So, and I know he turns into a, what does he turn into? A electric chair of sorts. That's why he's got these little pylons on his shoulders. And then, or conductors on his shoulders. Then you have Mizar, I think this is going to be Fecta, and this is going to be Mizar, but he transforms into just a sniper rifle. He's got a very prime kind of mask thing going on, and we'll turn them over and kind of see some of their boxes here. So it's and you get the tyrant statue and stuff, so that way you can start kind of building up. So you can have the combined form of the DJD, which doesn't show up in the comics, but that's fine. Looks like there's like a third mode here. Was this like a pistol as well? So that I'm not aware of. Or this is a leg mode, but I thought that's the chair mode, because these open up, kind of like in Transmetal 2 when Megatron was making Predacon Megatron was making Transmetal 2 Dinobot. He had those little claws or whatnot that the protoform was wrapped around, and then it stabbed into the protoform to make the Transmetal 2 Dinobot. So that's kind of how these will go there. And one last one, the trash compactor one, where he throws little bots in there and just incinerates their limbs or incinerates whatever. Very gruesome Decepticon soldiers for sure, and very, very cool to have all these. Now I would need the MMC Nickel and Pet. Unfortunately, Inutabi beat me to it, so he got those from Kato, but I didn't know he was also getting rid of the MMC ones as well. So I was like, dang it, Kato! But that's cool. So I know Inutabi's been looking for Nickel and Pet for a long time. And let's see here. The other thing I got as well from Kato is one of those deluxe Centurion drones. And before, let me catch up with the, hey, Kato's in here. Kato, I just went over what you got me, or what I got from you. Yo, M3 reviews, yo, Crimson, yo, M3 memories, woo! Let's see, and let's see that. Firebite says, I wanted at least one of them to be doing that, but not enjoy, blah, blah, blah. And then, in terms of characters, they're irredeemable. Oh, yeah, for sure. It was, T-Fan page 101 says, the DJD looked cool, but one thing was the DAG was all villainous newcomers. Yeah, pretty much. And T-Fan page also mentions the need to have a Cyberverse Tarn toy. I could see that, Decepticon the one. That would be interesting. And Earthman Brick says, World War II buff, for sure, confirmed. It's important to learn history so we never make the same mistakes, right? Very true. And then Chat Town with Bruce Banner. What? Bruce Banner is in here. What? Man, if you guys haven't checked out Bruce Banner's channel, you got to go check him out. It's hard to find his channel because it's got Chat Town USA with Bruce Banner. So there's all kinds of buzzwords and stuff to find. But totally go check out Bruce Banner's channel. Let's see. Jay Lee says, yeah, Wave 2 showed up once, grabbed smokescreen. The very next day, all gone. So we'll talk about Wave 2 here in just a second. Godbot is in the house, man. It is a party. Patriot Prime is in here. Holy crap. So like I said, Kato got me one of these deluxe Centurion drones. Input got me one. And then I was able to get two myself. So I ended up with 4 of these suckers to make a pretty much large 4-person deluxe Centurion drone army, which will come in really handy. Plus the weapons I have, and I'll show you kind of a little bit here on here. I talked about it in one of my other live streams, like the guns and stuff. And get these out of the way real quick. And one of the guns that comes in here is listed as Bumblebee's gun. However, this isn't just Bumblebee's gun. This is actually, and M3 reviews, yeah, great pickup, Crimson, got to go to work. Yeah, take it easy, M3. Patriot Prime's like, someone's been good this year. So the Bumblebee gun here is not just for Bumblebee, like I said, it's actually for the same gun that both Ironhide and Ratchet used in Transformers the movie. So I wanted 4 of these guns, and this was the only way I was going to be able to get it. Even though, yes, you could 3D print them, yes, you could find them all over the place, yes, you could design your own, but these would be 4 of the Ironhide and Ratchet guns that they fired at Starscream and the other Decepticons during the attack of the shuttle. And so these would be like 4 official versions of those guns. So I really, really wanted those. Unfortunately, I got extra cages, extra rollers, mace junks and stuff like it here. And if you hear stuff hitting the roof or whatnot, there's a rainstorm going on right now. So I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with a lot of the other things. I may end up doing like a giveaway or something sooner than later. But then there was also from Input. Again, both Kato and Input's links to their channels are in the description below. If you haven't subbed to them, you got to do that, right? Pop the Trunk Toys is in here, man. Like everybody's coming to the town here. And T-Fan page says it's raining there too. Heck yeah, it's raining. It's coming down pretty hard. So one of the first things that Input got me was this little Sarapalta, which he's just like a little armored Ankylosaurus. And so you just hit that little tail and you just wiggle waggle right that. He's so cute. But he also has like a little bit of articulation up here as well. And he doesn't have any ankle pivot. No, I'm just kidding. None of the dinosaurs have ankle pivot unless you get the bigger raptors. But this is actually in one of my most recent, not this exact one, but one of the other ones is in my most recent animation with the dinosaur, like the hunter, Hunter's Choice. So, but yeah, so it's really, really cool. I like to have like kind of a few of these. If you guys don't know, my name is Crimson Raptors. I love dinosaurs. And if you think that I army build Seekers and Transformers, then you would be surprised at how many actual copies of multiples of dinosaurs I get all the time. And these are no exception. These Jurassic World ones that Mattel has been making have just like really knocked them out of the park in like quality and stuff like that. So how do you get that? How do you get that in focus like that? Can you do that? Yeah, that's weird. Can you get there? We go. Focus. But yeah, Mattel does a really, really good job with these. They even have like an app that kind of, like you would scan their let me see, yeah. So you would scan their foot, and it would show them up in this app like you caught them or you have them in the cage and everything, and they're kind of in their little paddocks. So with the fences and stuff around it, so it's kind of cool. Something I think could be moved over to Transformers, where they could transform and go back and forth, kind of like how that Earth Wars game worked. But again, this is part of that whole getting something interactive with kids and with mobile devices, and kind of cross-pollinating that all around. Definitely something that I think Hasbro could have looked into with Transformers. It doesn't necessarily have to be on the foot of the toy, but it could be in like a hidden location, or you scan their Autobot Decepticon. Maybe they have like one of them, like a hidden one, like a rub signal like we had back in the day. Maybe one of those could have like a little code or something in it. So should I be working for Hasbro? I'm not sure. And then Input also sent me the 2 slither fangs. He got these, and then they started showing up on Amazon, so I ordered a bunch from there too. But I really wanted a bunch of them because these little effects are super, super cool. People are still having a hard time finding these. Again, they're on Amazon. You can find them a dime a dozen now. Same thing with, what was the other one that was hard to get? I'm trying to remember. Double Crosser was on there too. But who knows? Maybe I say this and then all of a sudden they go back out of stock. But yeah, so that was really cool. Again, Input's link to his channel is in the description below. And Input's joined in the chat now. Awesome. Hey, what's going on here? And Kato's like, pterodactyls have ankle pivot. Okay, pterodactyls don't exist. Pterodactylus does. Pteranodons do. Pteranodon is a swoop. The swoop is a pteranodon, actually. Not pteranodon is a swoop, but pteranodons do swoop. Anyway, hashtag Raptor triggered. Other thing I got actually happens to be from Amazon is also here, the Biosphere Autobot clones. And this is probably one of the coolest packaging from Amazon I think we've had. I mean, yes, we've got those other boxes and stuff, but as the regular Generation Selects kind of box, brown box, this is super cool because when you open this up, it's got like the entire map and everything in there. I really, really like kind of the quality that this is. I wish this was the quality of all the map pieces we had, but that is super, super cool. See, Patriot Prime, you can see my ring light that I got because you recommended it. But yeah, these guys are cool. I never got the Titans Returns or the Takara Legends versions, and I've already taken them out, transformed them. They're really cute. But yeah, this is a really, really good idea. And it even shows that's not just the instructions down here. It even shows down here, like they went all out on the printing of this packaging. So definitely appreciated. Because it's kind of like little touches like that. Yes, it's a box, but it's like, they know so many people care about the boxes. Might as well add a little bit of decoration to it, right? So those are really cool. And I know Kit, I don't think he's in the chat right now, but Kit Catastrophe was asking me, he's like, you got doubles? And I was like, I usually get doubles because when it comes to stuff like that are Amazon exclusives, you want to make sure that, if one of them is bad or one of them has poor quality control or something like that, you want to be able to have a backup to it because they're probably going to be out of stock of whatever you're trying to get, right? So I'll usually order 2 or 3 just to make sure. The clones, I was kind of figured, I was like, well, if they're not all that great, I can just get the other ones that came before because they're kind of a dime a dozen now. But in line with that, also got some crazy The Top Hat Productions in here. That's awesome. Let's see. Let me catch up with chat here. Let's see here. Dennis Scottbot says, "I love the clones. Got the Titan Return lads the same." I would say color scheme. They're pretty much going to be the same as the Takara ones, but they're not exactly. They're off by just a little bit because there's years in between, and then of course the actual Titan Return ones, those are totally different. So yeah, they're all I think all three of them are all pretty much different. Um, let's see, all three versions of them anyway. Patriot Prime, I was messing with the clones last night. Better QC than with the cons. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got the Decepticon clones are just right over here. I haven't taken them out of the box yet. But these are almost identical to the Takara Legends ones and not the Walgreens versions. Let's see. Jay Lee says, "Man, Scalperville has never seen any con clones in person. Wonder if can flip the box inside out and use it that way. Maybe. Because that would kind of make the box on even the Autobot clones look pretty nice too on the outside." Let's see. It's Slag or Guile Dart, right? Yeah, see from Beast Wars Neo. So this is the electronic one, and he's a different. Wait, where did he go? Oh. So this is the Camp Cretaceous color scheme one. This was super cool. These just showed up. What's funny, and I say this to you guys here because I love you guys. But I could be reviewing these right now and probably getting a lot of views on these because there's very few of them that are out there that are reviewing the particular ones that I'm about to show, because some of them are like they're not in their area yet. There's not like you can't really get them unless Mattel sends them to you. But you'll see even on here, even some of the quality control issues here where these weren't painted all the way. Oops. Yeah, his head's all activated. But it's not painted all the way here. That's not a big deal. The big deal that I don't like on these is when they're chipped on the horns in the front and stuff. Yeah, that could be battle damage and everything. And you got a little bit of overspray here. But those are touch-up things that you can take off with rubbing alcohol if it's not on the actual camouflage look of the Triceratops. But yeah, these are definitely really, really good figures. And I'm one of those where, like, if I start reviewing them and start getting too popular, then it might be a little nuts for me. But this thing is super cool. This is not a dinosaur. This is a Sarcosuchus. This is just a regular reptile, prehistoric reptile. And you click his little back here, and he's like, "Me Grimlock say this isn't my real form." But no, seriously, like, you move the tail around and everything. It's pretty nuts, some of the stuff they have on these figures. Very, very, very play friendly. And I mean, this thing is huge. Like, let me just grab over here, like, Optimus Prime next to this thing. Like, he's totally gonna get, like, chewed up here if he doesn't have his blaster. But yeah, this is like an alligator con in disguise, right? But sometimes we forget, like, how big these toys are compared to others. It's a little crazy. And then the other one I got, super awesome. There's like next to no reviews on this except for ones that posted today. But this Albertosaurus is a super awesome, crazy color scheme, and I love it. They made one battle damaged here. This is not battle damage like the Walmart exclusive, but he also has that. You click the little button on his tail, and he's like, "Grimlock say alt mode getting closer, but still not closer enough." So yeah, I'm crazy, right? I gotta paint his little fingernails here for sure. But other than that, really good job. Now, scientifically, I'll catch up with the chat here in a second, but scientifically, this Albertosaurus, this tail would be probably out here, maybe at least, for balance, because this is definitely an Albertosaurus that would just fall right over. Very short tail. That's okay though, because they gotta fit him in the box. And really, this part I'm understanding. This is the most important that kids want, especially since this is more or less like a trigger. But they've done things where they've had, okay, let's cut it here and, you know, like have this part as part of that trigger assembly, and then add a tail down below here that's in the box that kids could attach later so it doesn't get lost or stolen off the shelf. So there are other ways they could do that. It's just, I think if they had sold it and it was half a tail, right, then people would think it was broken in the store. You know, it's kind of hard to explain that aspect. But anyway, so that's those guys. And the other thing now at Target, oh yeah, let me catch up with chat here. So Cat in Top Hat says, hey, what's up? Let's see here. Takara clones are pink. Input says that. Yeah, that's right. The Takara clones are pink. I do remember that. Let's see here. And this one, let's see, where'd I go? T-Fan page 1's funny. I don't have any of the clone molds. Pop the Trunk says, hey, Top Hat. Let's see. Firelight says got run amok yesterday. And then Patriot Prime says, watch that Camp Cretaceous show with my son last week. The animation was wild. The dinosaurs, Patriot Prime, are really, really good. The kids are very Pixar-like, or like, what is that style we called it? Like the Incredibles type of human style, I think it is. So, and then Transaaron says, damn. And then Jay Lee says, repainting the Gator Prime. Probably could. I might be the only, you know, like, there's very few of us out there, but I might be the only customizer that could repaint Jurassic World stuff into Transformers related properties. But the kids probably need to be. Jay Lee says. Yeah, that Camp Cretaceous is really good. I'm excited for season 2. This one, yep, the Raptors. Like this one is Velociraptor Echo. So this is the Amber collection. These are supposed to be kind of akin to like studio series per se. So there's Blue, there's Echo, which is this latest one. There's Delta, and there's Charlie. And Charlie is more the brighter green. Delta's more of the striped with an aquamarine kind of look. Blue obviously is gray with blue striping on one side of her face. And then there's also the original Jurassic Park Raptor as well. And of course, people have been getting like 3 of those. But this one on here is the third oldest ever pack. Velociraptor Echo is trained by Owen Grady. That's Chris Pratt. The pack's alpha. However, after the Indominus Rex escapes on Isla Nublar, Velociraptor Echo's loyalty is put to the ultimate test when the position of alpha is unexpectedly challenged. So we don't see a lot of the coloration of Echo. They kind of seem similar, but I can tell you 100% she did not look like this in the films. The film that she was in. However, in Camp Cretaceous, this is the coloration they used for Echo to differentiate all the dinosaurs, or the 4 raptors anyway, when they're in the raptor pen. And so this is actually Camp Cretaceous Velociraptor Echo. And her tail looks twisted there. It's because it is. It needs to be twisted a little bit more, but it's fine on the other side. It's just the way they packaged it. But I've kind of thought about getting a second one of these, and maybe making that into like the Crimson Raptor avatar. So I don't know. I might do that, or I might wait. I really want the Tiger Raptor. That's the one I really want from the Lost World. Lost World, like Input and I have talked about, it's terrible. The story and everything with it, it's bad. But the designs for the Tiger Raptor is really good. So, and VXC Films is in here, and Green is in here. Awesome. Welcome in, guys. And VXC Film says, I love collecting dinosaurs. As a kid, might get my son one for Christmas. Very nice raptor. Yeah, this is super, super articulated. We're talking ankle pivot. We're talking toe claw articulation. We're talking wrist swivel. I mean, all the way up and down here. I mean, it's crazy. Bendable tail, not a segmented tail like the Godzilla figures I have are. There's just a couple extra things you could add to this to make this even more perfect. Would be kind of like a waist swivel, maybe an extra neck joint. But other than that, like, I mean, it's pretty perfect. The teeth, though, I would like sharper teeth, because it does. I'm trying to think, it does say on here, like, Where's it says the ages? Yeah, see the ages is 8 plus. If this had said 15 plus, I'm sure that these would be much sharper teeth. But because they wanted to kind of keep it in that 8 plus range for their figures, plus $30 for this. If you think about it, you get like a Voyager Prime is $30, and then let's just say Siege Prime was $30, right? And you get this whole thing, this whole raptor here, but it doesn't transform either. So there is that. But super, super cool raptor. And I really like this one. But that one was not on the shelf, by the way. I had to. VXC says, I changed my mind. I want a raptor for myself. Totally get Echo. So I had to. It was not on the shelf. There were tons of Deltas. They're kind of clogging stores right now because there's like it was pallets after pallets of them, and that's fine because a lot of people couldn't find them on Amazon. But Echo is I was only able to find it through the DCPI code that Target goes. That's their own internal barcode, and I asked they were taking some inventory or whatnot, and I asked them, I said, could you look up a DCPI code for me? And I asked her really nice, and she said, oh yeah, absolutely. And super awesome employee. And she looked it up and says, yeah, we got a couple in the back. He's like, how many do you want? And I'm like, how many? It's like, I just want one. But I was just like, man, that made me kind of wonder how many more are back there. So let's see here. And this one, what else? Oh, so also at Target, and I think you guys can still hear me. Again, loving the Micro Machines. These are Series 2. They finally got to Series 2. So that means the first series have sold enough that the stores are asking for more. And I know Transaaron, you'll like to look at these because for one, here's a construction set and glorious orange Generation 2 late style Constructicon colors, because the yellow was the Generation 2 Constructicons I had, but I know a lot of people had the orange. And then they also have Protection Force, which is some military with some weird looking designs, and then the Ultimate Garage on the other side. So these actually, what's weird about these, if you guys notice, there's little cutouts behind the vehicles. So it kind of comes with like, or not so much a cut. Actually, I think it's like is that plastic? Dude, Transaaron, that's plastic. What in the world? Like, that's a little plastic background. Do those link together? Now I'm not for sure. Because I thought the first ones were paper, but these are plastic. But these are the little more expensive sets. These are like $10. Still worth it though, in comparison to what we used to get back in the day. But you got Hook, Mixmaster, Long Haul, and kind of a scrapper, Bone Crusher together. Really more scrapper, because that's a front end loader instead of a bulldozer. And then you got Scavenger over here. So if they had put in a bulldozer, we would have had all the Constructicons. But so that's Series 2. You also get the little cars too. They got Ultimate Exotics and Micro Cities. And they say these Chase ones are silver and gold. I could care less about those Chase ones. I want the actual colors of the vehicles. Although I've never seen a green, I don't know what you call it, a green utility truck with that. That's really super strange. And then the other ones that are also Series 2 are Micro Police Chase and Stunt Pack. So you get a little trike back here, a little motorbike. So those are pretty cool. They're getting a little bit better with kind of giving us, some different vehicles. But looking at these as a whole, they're kind of very blue. And I mean, you got like 5 different vehicles here that are blue. Then this one's kind of an off blue as well. And this shows on the packaging, they call it the Quetzal, like Quetzalcoatl Atlas. But this shows white up here, but it's kind of more of a milky beige. So I don't know. I think the second run they're not as colorful, although they have better designs of vehicles. So that's pretty neat. But yeah, the Micro Machines, really glad to see them back. See that it's selling well, that they issued a Series 2. That's going to be pretty cool to see happen. Now, T-Fan Page 101. He asked about Earthrise II. He asked about where do they come from, or not where do they come from, But where are they? And a lot of people didn't get Wave 2. And I would suspect the reason why that is because in my local grocery ad, I'm going to show this. In my local grocery ad, a store called Aldi says here, Transformers, let's see if that'll focus on here. Transformers Generations Deluxe shows the Alicon and Airwave, $17.99 each. So this is a grocery store, and they do sell a lot of other crazy stuff from time to time. Usually something seasonal, maybe something utility-wise, like a surge protector, or like just kind of weird little odds and ends, knick-knack stuff like that. So this one says in here, they had like a ton of Transformers. Now, y'all know I don't really care much for the Earthrise RC. And oh, Mimo224's in here. Welcome in, man. And yeah, we're surviving the apocalypse. We certainly are. Let's see. VXC says, hey, a couple weeks ago, got Micro Machines pack of cars from Fast and Furious. Yes, those are really, really cool. Definitely get that construction team. Let's see here. And Mimo says, I was like, oh man, have forest fire on your property? And what? Total your car in a head-on collision, man. Dude, I hope you're okay. Because I know those collisions, like, you can get like aftershocks and stuff from that, and that's usually not a good way to, if you start getting headaches and stuff like that, it's going to probably be because of any kind of concussion you have. But I did get a extra Earthrise RC. I don't know why. It's terrible mold, but I'm getting it because I'm going to give her another chance and see if I can not have as worse quality control problems. Now, I got Smokescreen recently, and that was at a local vintage store. I got Trailbreaker. He came in from, or him and Sunstreaker came in from my pre-order I had with Target when they first came out. They were like buy one get one free, or no, buy one get one 50% off, not buy one get one free. So I got those two had come in, and then this desk is crowding up. And then I got Fast Track, which I had forgotten. I had ordered from Amazon, and then I ended up finding another Fast Track in person. But they had Smokescreen, they had Airwave, which I got a couple of Airwaves, but they also had, like I said, I got an extra Alicon or extra Earthrise RC. But the Alicon, remember how I said I wasn't going to get that? Well, I ended up getting 3 of them. For one thing, they were $17.99 each. They were sitting there at Aldi. There were a ton more Alicons. So I just decided, you know what? I'll get 3 of them. We'll see how they are. I don't think they're going to be as good quality. There's other reviewers that are saying, oh yeah, they're okay. They're just as good quality. But my theory on this is that these are going to be very similar to that Cyberverse Gnaw. And because just the things I've seen on it, just the way it looks, obviously like this color is the prototype color. Actually that's season 3 ACOM colors, but like just where these hollow little legs hang off or fists hang off for the alt mode, and the alt mode doesn't really quite look like the movie, like at all, if you really compare the two. These really should be more hunched over. The teeth aren't sharp, probably for kids' sake, because they are 8+ as well. But the robot mode looks incredible, and the Pit of Judgment one looks really good. But that's a remold to make it look more like the bailiffs. So I don't know. I ended up getting them anyway. But what's cool about the Aldi situation is, if you don't know what an Aldi is like, they don't allow you to, or actually you pay 25 cents to quote unquote rent a shopping cart while you're going around, and you don't really get bags. Like you can get like the reusable bags, like recyclable bags, but you don't get plastic bags or paper or nothing like that. You can get like your own boxes. So I got a branded Transformers Earthrise Cybertron Trilogy little display box. So I was able to just kind of like stick all my like Earthrise figures in the box in the meantime until I get some freaking shelf room. So, and I did get 3 runabouts as well. So those I got from Target. So I got my 2 runabouts. Runamucks. I got my 2 runabucks and then the third one. And the reason why I got 2 extras is because I want to make the battle chargers from the Transformers Devastation game. One of them is yellow, one of them is blue. And actually, I think I can bring that up. Let me see if I can bring that up. Let's see here. Memo says breathing, no broken ribs. That's good. That's very, very good. Let's see here. This one. A bruise the size of Unicron. Man, if it's an Earthrise Unicron, that's crazy, dude. What am I looking here for? It should be... I thought I had just posted that recently. Did I not? Well, that's really weird. Huh. Well, I thought I could find it pretty quick, guys. I'm sorry. I know where it's at, but huh. Well, that's the one thing I wish I could like figure out how to reorganize my like photos and stuff so that I can find like stuff either I edited recently or that's weird. Where did it go? Let's see if I can find it on the Discord. Input says, yeah, I have to go off me as well. And then, or I have to go, I had a few go off on me as well. Which one? What? Oh, airbags. Okay. Dennis says later, Patriot Prime. Hey, thanks for coming in, Patriot Prime reviews. I really appreciate it, man. I can't wait to see you on Tales from Teletran, dude. Let's see here. I'm trying to find, I think it's in the customs. Maybe it's in our customs showcase. I posted that somewhere. Can't believe I can't find it. Shouldn't have been that long ago, right? Man, I don't know, guys. That sucks. Why can't I? Can I do it this way, maybe? Do it reverse? I'm pretty sure I posted it in Discord. There we go. Found it. Okay, let's see this one. There we go. So I got the. So I got these are why I got the other two. So like a focus. Focus. Is that focusing? That's not focusing. There we go, kind of. Yeah, so there's the 2 other run-amucks will get turned into because it's easier to turn white into really any color when you're customizing as opposed to the black that Runabout will be. Plus, Runabout's an exclusive, so I really don't want to mess that up. Then, let's see, there's something else. Oh, speaking of Memo 224, and I forget if I put this in my last live stream or not. I think I did. But I got this from Memo 224. Really appreciate it. Won this, and I was just like, I never win anything. And it's kind of funny. He's got Decepticon Crankcase's name, so that's kind of that cross copyright trying to save stuff between G.I. Joe, Transformers, My Little Pony, and everything else that Hasbro owns. But this thing is cool. There's actually apparently there's like 4 other versions of this. Because when I went to a local vintage shop, they had a black version that was like a covert ops. I think that was probably the 50th anniversary. And then there was another one that was kind of a tanner color. I don't think it was green like this, but it was like a, not quite a desert color, but pretty close to, might as well be a desert color. But it wasn't complete. It didn't have any of the antennas. It had the launcher, the what do they call it? Line on sight rocket launcher, the Law. And then what's cool, it does have that, where you can open up the back, like the engine part or whatever. So what I'll do is I'm trying to get 3 of these. Right now I have this one, and then of course right after I get the one from Memo, I get another one. I found it at Walmart. So I'm looking for a third one. Once I get a third one, and I'm not in any rush to get it at all, but once I get a third one, then that's all that I want of this striker. And because I find his tank, the reason why is like I'm finding his tanks everywhere. Like pretty much every Walmart has about like 5 or 6 his tanks a piece. So if you're army building his tanks, I can find them for you. But the all striker for some reason is the one that's hard to get, and you wouldn't think it would be. You think they'd be kind of like 1 or 3, or like maybe an all striker every 2 his tanks maybe, but I guess it's not that case. But these will be hunting dinosaurs, so I'll have GI Joe figures and stuff in there, and have them in like a stop motion while they'll hunt out some dinosaurs. But so these are really, really cool. And I think even GI Joe. See, I know there's a couple of episodes of the cartoon that have dinosaurs in it, and I've mentioned this before. I've only seen the first episode of GI Joe. The way back when. I've not watched any of the live action movies all the way through. I heard they were pretty terrible. But I have seen the animated movie, and that first episode in the animated movie is pretty much all I know about GI Joe. I tried watching Renegades for a while, but it was really difficult to kind of figure out like what was going on, and it was hard to get in that story of Renegades. Oh my god. Again, this is really sour, but it's really good, and it's the only drink I have next to me right now. Woo! All right. Let's see here. This one. Hey, Taka Phoenix joined in. Welcome, Taka. Glad to see you in here. Let's see. What was the? Okay, so there were those things, but there was something else over here. Oh yeah. A couple more things. I got the Earthrise Ironhide and Prow. I don't think I've shown anybody that I got these. I think I just talked about it. But I got a few of these in, and you can see Dirge. Oops, Dirge is up there at the upper left, and then you got the Ark over here, and they're kind of defending the Ark. So really, really cool. I love Prowl as a character. I'm not digging the Ironhide that much in his alt mode from behind, but how often do you see his alt mode behind, except for when Bumblebee's in there trying to make a new river? That does not sound good. But this is in the cartoon. They were trying to make a new river. But I do like that they kind of gave Ironhide a shield, which is kind of interesting. And there's some 3D printed parts you can add onto that shield to make it almost like a flatbed, like munitions rack. So that's really, really cool, really inventive by the 3D community for sure. But a couple more things I missed that were sitting over here is one, I got little Ankylosaurus Bumpy, and he is adorable. If you guys, again, Camp Cretaceous is really, really fun. He's so funny. I had to get 2 of them because he's cute. But he's just a little bumpy Ankylosaurus. He loves you. And he grows really fast, and he's gonna help you in Jurassic World. The tank is going, oh yeah, a little bumpy Ankylosaurus. He's cute. But what's funny is the way they built it. He's even got a little tail that goes wiggle waggle. But he got like his bumps here are not hard plastic; they're actually soft plastic. So when they built him, the shell comes off and this part comes off of his body, and they just put the little rubbery bumps underneath, and then they snapped them together. So that's kind of a smart way. You would think that would be like too much work, but it honestly, if you think about it, that's probably a better way to do it, because then you can make sure all the bumps and everything don't have any flash, and you don't have to cut anything off or nothing like that. So But yeah, he is adorable. He's very cute. Really awesome show to watch on Netflix, The Camp Cretaceous. We strongly recommend it. Season 2 is going to be awesome. So they like we were talking about earlier, Takeo, as we were saying that the dinosaurs look amazing and perfect, and as they do in the movies, but the human characters have that kind of like incredible, like the Incredibles kind of animation, like Pixar kind of look to them. So, but totally recommend them. I already got all these guys in here. So strange to have a Protoceratops there, because maybe I don't have all of them, because now I think about it, I don't think they made the Protoceratops in the Camp Cretaceous packaging yet. So that's strange. But that would be a repack. That's the first one that came out. But I do have some of these like nighttime raptors. Dimorphodon is red. This thing is freaking cool looking. And again, Bumpy. He's so cute. He gonna catch the camera. He's gonna go mwah, mwah. See, if you stayed here to watch the rest of this, you guys are awesome. Some people have ducked out, and that's okay because they got work to do. But you guys get a little special treatment for staying in here so long. What was the so again, I don't know if I shared this, but I'm also a big Gundam Mobile Suit Gundam fan as well. This is Matilda Ajan. She's part of like their like resupply or supply corps, and of course she's a redhead. I love redheads. But these are from a long time ago. Let's see. I think there's might be a date on here somewhere, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, 2001. So these are 19 years old. That's crazy to think about that. But these used to be, you could find them in Kmart's. Walmart wasn't really a big thing in my area at that time. And so, yeah, so you got like Amuro, Salem, Mass. And speaking of Salem, Mass, this is what I got recently. So these are kind of 3 3/4 inch figures in a way. This Matilda Ajan is not posable. It's pretty much just like a statue. And just to bring like one of those, kind of like a, you know what, like the Super 7 stuff, but with better detail. And so kind of like, let's see, matching her up with the boots. So that's kind of how tall she is to crankcase. So, but she's stuck in that pose. This Salem Mass is pretty much stuck in the pose for the most part, but does have posability at the elbows and at the knees and at the waist. And so she's supposed to be able to fit in the Gundam cockpit. And what's really neat though is that you can bring down the little weapon sight too. And there's an Amuro and a Char, but all three of them have the same exact cockpit. They're not supposed to. Char should have a Xeon cockpit or whatever. But the two Gundam ones, like, yeah, it makes sense because Sayla once got into the Gundam a couple of times, actually. And the G-Fighter pretty much has the same type of cockpit as well. And I didn't really care for the Amuro. I really wanted Sayla because she's pretty cool. And there's very few that have that outfit of the orange. I think it's supposed to be like a lieutenant, but it's kind of an orange jumpsuit as well, a spacesuit that they're in. And you can swap out her head, one with the helmet on and one without the helmet. So really, really cool. This will help a lot in animation, I think. If not, then it'll give me an archetype because I don't think the G.I. Joes can fit perfectly in this. But it does have little hand holds as well. So that's a really interesting kind of feature to have on there. Again, I don't know if I showed that Matilda Ajan before, but if I didn't, I didn't. Now, I think I've shown everything here. So let me catch up with the chat here, except for the one last thing. Let's see. Yeah, VXC says, I got a pair of his tanks. The Walmart work had 12 on the shelf. Yeah, the his tanks have gotten crazy. Transaaron's like, I'll take a box of Prowling Ironhide. And T-Fan page says about the Camp Cretaceous. You know what surprised me about the show? The voice actors and who they are. Yeah, the voice actors are really cool for Camp Cretaceous. I really, really, really want a figure of all of them. But Brooklander, she is hilarious. She totally is like the YouTuber in this world, and she is too funny, way too funny, and well written too. So I'm super excited to see if they'll make the other figures, because they've only made the main character. Um, and it's okay we got him, but I'm like, now you just have him and Bumpy, and he wasn't really like Bumpy's friend. It was the other guy. So it's like we got to have like the whole set. And plus, it would be a good excuse to get a Doctor Wu figure as well. So let's see here. Yeah, it says Jay Lee says, "Man, if my controller wasn't acting up, I'd play a few more rounds of Transformers Devastation." I wish I'd gotten to play that game. That would have been a lot of fun, but I never did. So this thing on here, I know a lot of you kind of heard it from time to time, but this took a long time to get to me. Totally worth it. The Gigasaurs Gigapower Gaudenta HQ05R Blue, complete in let's see here, complete in a Geo1 style, and this is awesome. First off, I now have both Grimlock and Swoop. I cannot find Slag. I cannot find Sludge. Snarl I have on pre-order, but that pre-order was supposed to come out last 2019, and it's supposed to come out the fall of this year. But because of everything that went on in the world, that has now been pushed again to March of next year. And I only collect the chrome versions. I don't collect the metallic versions. I don't care for those. Because yes, chrome is more difficult to film as a stop motion animator, and that's fine. I'll work with it, but chrome is what I grew up with the G1 Dinobots, and chrome is what I want in a masterpiece type size scale and a generation scale, which these both work for. But that said, like I said, not the metallic ones and not the weathered ones. The weathered ones are the new ones that are coming out. So these are the chrome ones that I love. The electroplated is what they're called. And this took probably about a month and a half to get to me. It was on a boat. Even the guy that was selling it to me, he was like, "This is Robo Toy Base." He was like, "Are you sure?" Because that's Tony from Chumung Mung Toys, the same person. But he was just like, "Are you sure you want to, have them shipped on boat?" He's just like, "It's going to take a long time." And I'm like, "Dude, I am okay with that. As long as I get it, I'm okay with it." So this guy is super, super awesome. He is just so. I mean, look at that brilliant chrome all the way across that. Is that not gorgeous? Like, I don't know if M3 Reviews is still in here. I think he had to go back to work, but just like he's got those gold plated, and Pop the Trunk Toys does too. The gold plated, Electrum plated, basically Autobots and Decepticons. Like, this is what I love right here. So gorgeous. I mean, and it comes with a base and everything that's supposed to light up, I think, all that jazz. But yeah, it's gonna be these are gonna be huge figures. Totally worth it. But huge figures. I mean, you just compare like a little micro machine to it, right? So a micro machine is the size of like this head thing, like not even that part, just the face. But here we go. How about a Make Toys Swerve? How about that? You can hang out in here. So yeah, Daly's like, ooh, shiny. For sure. I really am excited about this figure. I can't wait to get Snarl. He's my favorite Dinobot. Well, favorite dinosaur, but we'll say he's one of my favorite Dinobots too. Grimlock really is my favorite, but so they're gonna look great on the shelf. I still have a lot of like display room and stuff to come through here and make sure everything like has room for everything. I mean, I've bought all these shelves this year, and I've had all this time, but my goodness, like it's gonna be like forever before I get everything displayed the way I want it to. It seems, but yeah, totally worth it to get these Gigapower. Don't get the fans toys. Don't pay those crazy prices. They're smaller figures than these. We're probably never going to get masterpiece versions. Yes, there may be some Studio Series ones coming, and those are cool too. But honestly, like Gigapower is exactly where it's at So that said, we've gone over that hour mark, and I try to stay within, but I didn't do that this time. That's okay. I went pretty short the other time, so that's all right. But I appreciate everybody coming into here. Everybody that stayed in the chat to, smash the like button. Smash the energon out of that like button. Appreciate it. Check out inputs. Check out Transaaron38's channel. Check out Kato's Kollection's channel. Totally awesome group of guys. And check out everybody else that's here in the chat too. Like Take Phoenix. She has a channel as well that she's put some of her voice acting on. Everybody in there, Jay Lee's, VXC Films, he just started up a new channel. Totally check out that. It's just released a new Transformer stop motion animation. It's definitely worth it, kind of continuing to keep this community strong. We all have different interests. We all have different likes and stuff like that. And that's okay. And that's what makes us all so different, unique in that respect. And then sometimes that's also the stuff that we like, the same stuff we like together. That's what brings us together as well. And that's a really good way to grow a community. That's a good way to keep a community strong. If you can still hear me as I'm moving like tons of boxes out of the way. But it definitely would be, okay, so here's like the ridiculousness that's going on over here. Like super crazy, right? Look at all that. Look at all that. So you guys get a little sample of the ridiculousness that's back here. Like this all over the. I gotta go through it. So, but seriously though, really, like, everybody stay connected and engage, and it's just an amazing community that we've all kind of created this little corner of YouTube with a lot of us, and let's keep it going, guys. And don't stop. I know life gets in the way sometimes, and that's true. But even if you have to take a break or something like that, because you're afraid of getting burnt out, we're gonna be here, and we're gonna be here for you. And that's what makes us such a great little community of Transformer YouTubers, dinosaur YouTubers, Dino Tubers, TF Tubers, like GI Tubers. Is it GI Tubers, GI Joes, Yo-Joe Tubers, or would you call them Yo-Joe Tubers? Yo-Joe Tubers. That should be a thing, right? But seriously though, like I really appreciate you guys all coming in, and you guys have a great evening, a great afternoon. And I got a lot of cleanup to do with all the stuff on the floor. So take it easy, guys. I love you all, and thank you for coming to the Raptor's Nest.